You're soaking in a hot bath, completely relaxed, when you look down and see your fingers looking like tiny raisins. We've all been there, right? But here's what'll blow your mind. Those wrinkles aren't what you think they are. For decades, everyone believed water was simply soaking into our skin like a sponge. Plot twist, that's completely wrong. Your body is actually performing an incredible biological trick that gave our ancestors a survival advantage. The real reason your fingers wrinkle will make you see your bath time differently forever. Ready to discover your hidden superpower? Let's start by busting a myth that's probably been stuck in your head since childhood. You know that explanation about water soaking into your skin cells and making them swell up? Yeah, that's not it at all. Scientists thought this for years too, until they stumbled upon something that changed everything. Back in the 1930s, researchers noticed something bizarre. Patients with nerve damage in their hands could soak their fingers for hours, and guess what? No wrinkles. Zero. Their fingers stayed smooth as marble while everyone else turned into human prunes. This was a massive red flag that something else was going on. If finger wrinkling was really just about water absorption, why would nerve damage prevent it? That's like saying you can't get wet because your phone is broken. It makes no sense. This discovery forced scientists to completely rethink what they thought they knew. The breakthrough came when researchers realized our fingers weren't passively absorbing water like kitchen sponges. Instead, something much more sophisticated was happening. Your nervous system was actively controlling the entire process. We're talking about the same system that controls your heartbeat and breathing. It's that important. Think about it this way. If your body is spending energy and using precious nerve signals to create these wrinkles, there has to be a really good reason. Your body doesn't waste resources on random, useless features. Every time you see those pruny fingers, you're witnessing millions of years of evolution in action. Your nervous system is essentially saying, hey, we're in water now, time to activate aquatic mode. But what exactly is this aquatic mode designed to do? That's where things get really fascinating. Here's where your body becomes absolutely incredible. When you dip your hands in water, your sympathetic nervous system springs into action. This is the same system responsible for your fight-or-flight response. It's like your body's emergency response team, but instead of preparing you to run from danger, it's preparing you for underwater tasks. Your fingers and palms have special skin called glabrous skin. That's fancy science speak for hairless, ultra-sensitive skin packed with nerve endings. This skin is like your body's high-tech sensor array, constantly feeding information to your brain about textures, temperatures, and grip surfaces. When water touches this specialized skin, nerve signals race up your median nerve, the major highway running from your hand to your spinal cord. These signals trigger something called vasoconstriction, which sounds complicated but is actually quite simple. Your blood vessels under the skin start shrinking, like someone slowly letting air out of tiny balloons. As these blood vessels contract, they pull the skin downward in specific patterns. The outer layer of skin, which is tightly attached to the tissue below, has nowhere to go but to fold and wrinkle. It's like when you deflate a balloon. The surface area stays the same, but the volume decreases, creating those characteristic folds. What's mind-blowing is how precisely this happens. Recent studies show that your wrinkle patterns are identical every single time you soak your hands. Your blood vessels don't randomly shrink. They follow the same blueprint each time, creating the exact same wrinkle map on your fingertips. This isn't some biological accident or quirky side effect. This is purposeful, controlled engineering happening inside your own hands. Your body is literally restructuring your fingertips' surface texture for a specific reason. And that reason? It's about to change how you think about human evolution. Ready for the coolest part? Those wrinkles are essentially biological tire treads, and that they make you a grip master in wet conditions. Scientists discovered this by testing people's ability to pick up wet objects with smooth fingers versus wrinkled fingers. The results were stunning. Wrinkled fingers were significantly better at gripping slippery, wet objects. Think about your car tires for a moment. They have those deep grooves not for decoration, but to channel water away from the contact surface, preventing hydroplaning. Your wrinkled fingers work exactly the same way. When you grab something underwater or wet, those wrinkles create channels that push water away from your skin, giving you maximum contact with the object's surface. This gave our ancestors an enormous survival advantage. Imagine early humans trying to catch fish with smooth fingers, nearly impossible. But with their automatic aquatic grip enhancement, game changer. They could gather food from streams, collect shellfish from tide pools, and navigate wet rocks without constantly slipping and falling. The evolutionary benefits extend beyond just hunting and gathering. Our barefoot ancestors crossing rivers or walking on wet terrain would have had better traction through their wrinkled feet. This could mean the difference between safely reaching the other side or being swept away by current. What's particularly fascinating is that this feature is so beneficial, yet our fingers don't stay permanently wrinkled. Why? Scientists believe there's a trade-off. While wrinkled fingers excel in wet conditions, they might reduce sensitivity for fine motor tasks or increase the risk of catching on objects during dry activities. Recent research shows this adaptation is so finely tuned that the wrinkles only appear when needed and disappear when the advantage is no longer necessary. Your body is constantly optimizing itself for your current environment. How incredible is that? Here's something that'll blow your mind. Your wrinkle patterns are as unique and consistent as your fingerprints. Researchers discovered that every time you soak your hands, the wrinkles form in exactly the same spots, following identical patterns. It's like your skin has a built-in memory of where each fold should go. This consistency has sparked interest in forensic science. Crime scene investigators are exploring how water-induced wrinkle patterns might help identify bodies found in water, since the patterns remain unique to each individual even after prolonged submersion. In the medical world, finger wrinkling has become a surprisingly useful diagnostic tool. Doctors use it to test nerve function. If your fingers don't wrinkle properly after water exposure, it could indicate nerve damage or certain neurological conditions. What started as bath time curiosity is now helping diagnose serious medical issues. But here's where it gets really interesting. We're not the only ones with this superpower. Researchers have found that macaque monkeys also develop similar wrinkles when their hands get wet. This suggests the trait evolved in our common primate ancestors millions of years ago, making it an ancient adaptation that's been refined over countless generations. Modern applications are expanding too. Engineers are studying these biological patterns to design better underwater gripping surfaces for robots and diving equipment. Nature, once again, is teaching us how to build better technology. There's still so much we don't understand. Scientists are investigating whether the wrinkles also help with temperature regulation in water, or if they provide enhanced sensory feedback for underwater tasks. Some researchers are even exploring whether people in water-rich environments have more pronounced wrinkling responses than those from arid regions. Next time you're in the bath and see those pruny fingers, remember, you're looking at millions of years of evolutionary engineering perfectly designed to give you superhuman grip in aquatic environments. Now I'm curious, have you ever noticed being better at gripping things underwater with wrinkled fingers? Try this experiment next time you're washing dishes or in the pool. Test your grip before and after your fingers wrinkle. Drop your results in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences. If you enjoyed discovering the hidden science behind everyday phenomena, smash that subscribe button because we're diving deep into more mind-blowing body mysteries next week. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, science lovers.